Along the northern edge of the Sevierpool Bay, among the dozens of isles that populate these Tavoni waters, is the island of Asapsi. In the vanilla game, this location was home to only two spots of interest, the Vasapsi Grotto and the Baram Ancestral Tomb. But today's Mod of the Day turns this island into just a more unique location. For today, we're showcasing Vasapsi Island by Lord Zarkon. Both a dungeon and a landscape overhaul mod, Vasapsi Island overhauls this little slice of the Sevierpool Bay, using some of the, and I know I say this a lot, but I say it because it's true, fantastic assets from OGData, making the landscape just stand out a bit more from the relatively more barren islands of the Azores coast. Adding things like little streams, rock formations and cliff pieces, a new ancient ruin, perhaps from some past settlement from Morrowind's data worshipping days, to an apparently abandoned Telvanni mine, complete with a Telvanni-style entrance and docks. There's a nice wee bit of verticality and atmosphere here, and overall, this is a pretty nice visual makeover of this once neglected island. Going off on a bit of a tangent here though, this does bring to mind one of my issues with the Azores coast. It's such a large and long region that, I really think it would be better off just divided into sub-biomes, with a few unique aspects. Like, the Sevierpool Bay already has a unique name. At least, that is on the Morrowind paper map anyway, which I have right here. And it would be neat to see someone just give this entire area just a bit of a makeover. It is kind of the center of the Telvanni-held lands, home to 3 major Telvanni settlements. There is a lot of potential here, especially with OGData to do something just a bit more distinct and transformative with the Sevierpool Bay. And I mean, comparatively speaking, compared to the other major regions of Ardenfell, like the West Gash and the Ashlands, there hasn't been anywhere near as many major landscape overhaul mods for the Azores coast. And it could really just use a bit of that same treatment. But, tangent aside, this mod doesn't just overhaul the island. It also adds a fairly extensive and abandoned Telvanni glass mine. And, by the by, before I forget, I should add just a little warning here for arachnophobes, as there are just quite a few spiders to be found in the mine itself. So, you may just want to leave off here before we get to that bit. And I know historically, I haven't always been the best at giving trigger warnings, so, I am going to try and do a bit better at that in the future, but warnings aside, these Telvanni mines use a unique combination of the more traditional cavern bits, as seen in Bethesda's vanilla mines, and a built-in Telvanni root and mushroom architecture. Leading to some just deeply atmospheric and perhaps even a bit creepy looking locations for the various arachnids that have made this place their home. But beyond the arachnids, it's clear that some sort of calamity has befallen this mine, for several sections of the mine appear to be flooded. One can only guess what sort of major incident could have caused all this damage. Though there are just a few documents just scattered about for you to find that provide a bit of a background to the events that transpired here. In any event, these flooded sections of the mine, full of detritus and buried Telvanni structures, lead into the Vasapsi Grotto, which has also been overhauled just a bit here and expanded with a rather large Telvanni structure, as you can see here. In addition, the Baram Ancestral Tomb has also been connected to this mining complex, and likewise has been overhauled just a bit with OGData assets. including just a number of those simply fabulous atmospheric additions to the Velothi Tomb tileset, courtesy of OData, which just greatly enhances the look and feel of this ancestral tomb. And of course, this also means some new loot from OData as well. And have we mentioned OData enough? Have we fulfilled our contractual obligations? Melchior, please send money, please and thank you. But anyway, overall, this is a fairly large mod that not only overhauls vast Amsi Island and the Azores coast, but also overhauls 2 vanilla game dungeons, and even adds a new dungeon for you to delve through, with new secrets for you to uncover and new treasures for you to loot. Much like Lord Zarkon's last overhaul mod for the Dunmeri stronghold of Rothrin, this one employs a bit of verticality, a bit of environmental storytelling, and a bit of written text just to make this whole area just feel like one big interconnected adventure. But anyway, that's pretty much all there is to see here, so, that's just our mod of the day. As always, I've been your host, our Golf Guy. Thanks for watching, stay safe, stay healthy, happy modding, and I'll see you all next time.